Either you must be hunting for tocilizumab or Actemra, or you must be knowing somebody who must have hunted desperately for tocilizumab or Actemra for the treatment of somebody with COVID-19. But the question is does it really work in COVID-19? Hi, I'm Dr. Sharath, consultant rheumatologist in Optima Arthritis and Rheumatology Clinic in Bangalore, and today I thought we will discuss about the role of tocilizumab and how important it is in the treatment of COVID-19. So there has been a lot of confusion within the medical community as well with respect to whether tocilizumab actually works or it does not work. The company which produces tocilizumab or Actemra, they did research and they said that it does not work in patients with COVID-19. However, the National Institute of Health in America and US said that maybe it works, maybe it doesn't work, we are not sure. The NHS, or the National Health System in England, UK, said that no, it does work and we should give it. So there was a lot of confusion going around with respect to whether tocilizumab is actually helpful or not helpful. So to make things clear about the exact role of tocilizumab, the recovery trial really helped. Now for people who do not know the recovery trial, that's an amazing research study which is being conducted in England and UK, and where they were the first people who said that dexamethasone is useful, and based on that only we started using dexamethasone in all COVID patients, and there is an estimation that because of the evidence from this trial we were able to save up to 1 million COVID patients' lives. So Dr. Martin initiated this recovery trial, and the results of tocilizumab, whether it works in COVID-19 or not, were released on February 11th, 2021. So let's see what they said. As I said, the recovery trial is a very prestigious trial, something that we doctors have a lot of faith in, because they already said they found out something which worked in COVID-19, and we have used it and it has definitely worked in COVID-19, and we have been able to save a lot of lives. So what did they do with respect to tocilizumab? What they did was they took patients who had oxygen requirement, that is their saturation was less than 92%, and who had a lot of inflammation. And one of the ways in which we determine whether the patient is having a lot of inflammation or not is by doing a blood test called CRP. So they chose patients who had very high CRP, more than 75 milligrams per liter. And they took more than 4,000 patients and divided them into two sets. One set of patients, they gave the same good treatment. The second set of patients, they gave the same good treatment but along with tocilizumab. So let's see what the results showed. So the recovery trial was very, very clear. Tocilizumab does prevent deaths. So when they compared patients who were given tocilizumab, they were 15% less likely to die as compared to patients who were not given tocilizumab. However, the important number over here to remember is 15%. So tocilizumab is not a magic pill which can work in everyone and suddenly prevent everybody from dying or cure everyone. It has its own limitations, and majority of the patients get better with just usual treatment itself, with tocilizumab adding slightly extra edge and improving the person's ability to come out of it alive. When they finally compared patients who recovered and who were able to make it out alive, they saw that patients who received tocilizumab doctors were able to discharge those patients at least 8 days earlier compared to patients who were not given tocilizumab. So definitely tocilizumab seemed to be doing something which helped the patients to recover earlier and therefore get discharged earlier as well. However, it's very important to remember that there are certain situations in which tocilizumab does not seem to help. If your loved one is sick and on a ventilator, that is a machine which gives breaths or air to the patient, then it's unlikely that tocilizumab will improve the condition of the patient and get the patient off the ventilator. So tocilizumab does not help in that particular situation or scenario. Also, the recovery study very clearly told us that there are certain situations in which tocilizumab seems to work better and certain situations in which tocilizumab does not seem to work with respect to reducing deaths. And that is, when tocilizumab is used in women, it does not seem to work as well. Among whites or Caucasians, it seems to work better compared to Indians, blacks or ethnic minorities. In addition to that, it does not seem to work as well if it is used after 7 days from symptom onset. So from the first symptom, from the day you developed fever or cough or breathlessness, from that day, not from the day of admission into a hospital. So from the first day of symptom onset, within 7 days if you use it, it's more likely to work compared to if you use it later. In addition to that, it's very important to remember that tocilizumab seems to work only and only if you use steroids first. So finally, what do we understand about the role of tocilizumab in the treatment of patients with COVID-19? So we can use tocilizumab. It does help in some patients, especially if the oxygen is low and the patient has severe inflammation, that is CRP is more than 15. It should be used along with steroids, and preferably it should be used within 7 days from symptom onset. But what should you not do? So important thing to remember is that it is not a magic pill. Don't expect it to work miracles. Remember that majority of the patients who got better with just usual care, and tocilizumab was able to add a little more percentage to the number of people who got better or who did not die. So have reasonable expectations. It's definitely something that you should try to give in patients who had the conditions that we discussed previously. However, if you're not able to obtain that, it does not mean that all is lost. Usual care, steroids, prone ventilation, those are more important, and that is something that you should really concentrate on. In addition to that, please remember that there are certain situations where it might not work as well, for example, in women. In addition to that, remember that if the person is getting sick or if the person is on a ventilator, tocilizumab might help them survive, meaning stay alive or recover alive from COVID, but it will not help them come off the ventilator, or it will not prevent the person from going onto a ventilator. And the most important thing that you should not do is violence against healthcare workers. During this time when everybody is hiding in their home, there are doctors and nurses who are putting their lives on the line to help you and help your loved ones. So please remember that, and never ever raise your voice against healthcare workers. Thank you.